I remember watching this after it finished airing, and all I could really think at the time was, I can't believe I really waited for this. Now, I'm not saying this anime is bad per se, but I did find it kind of underwhelming. Mainly because it was an action anime, I expected the action to be, I don't know, a little bit better. But I will admit the story or premise was quite interesting. Now, to be fair, I heard the manga was way better than the anime, but people say that about a lot of different mangas. Now, if you haven't read the title, I'm talking about Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. This anime was released back in 2022 and spanned across 24 episodes. Not only that, but the anime also adapted the entirety of the manga, meaning that they fitted 65 chapters into 24 episodes. I'm pretty sure they didn't get all the details, but they still did it. Now, if you don't know what this show is about, I'll tell you. The story is led by the main character named Yuhi Amaya, who was greeted by a lizard named Sir New Crescent, saying he was a knight that came to the world to be Yuhi's partner so they can protect the earth and their princess from destruction. After hearing that, Yuhi does the smart thing and tosses the lizard outside, like come on, it's a talking lizard. It doesn't matter though, because literally 1 second later, the lizard is back in his room. Now he doesn't really believe Crescent until he finds out that he has powers a little bit later on in episode 1. Even knowing this though, he still refused to help. Even though he told them that he will receive help from other people, like him, knights who've been chosen. Still though, he says that there isn't any point helping or putting his own life in danger, which is kind of understandable in my opinion. By the way, quick note, if you do decide to help, you are offered up one wish, anything that you desire. So I guess that's one upside. By the way, he actually does meet the princess in the first episode with being his next door neighbor. He finds this out after she saved him from almost being killed by a golem. And another side note, she isn't actually the princess, she's more like the vessel for the princess. So the princess is within her. And speaking of the golems, since he was chosen as a knight, it honestly doesn't matter what he thinks anymore, because he will constantly be attacked by them as long as he lives, so it's not like he really has much of a choice. Even still, he's proven to be quite reluctant to doing the job. He never really took it seriously until he decided to do it for the vessel of the princess' sake, which again happens in episode 1, being swept up by all her influence and inspiration and becoming her loyal knight. Now, the weirdest thing is kinda these two relationship, and probably how they react or interact throughout the whole show with each other, given the fact that he's in college and well, she clearly isn't. They never really gave an age for her, or anything of the sort, even though they gave ages for everyone else at the end, if I remember correctly, that is. And like another weird thing is her going on and on about how she don't want to let the hammer destroy the world, she want to destroy herself. It's just a whole bunch of weird shit. But that's pretty much the gist of the show. A group of people are chosen as knights, given powers and an animal-like partner, and are tasked with the goal of defeating the evil mage and stopping from destroying the world. Now again, I only seen the anime, so the manga may actually be top tier, I just don't know. Going just off the anime, I would personally say it's nothing special. If you've seen the anime, what do you think about it? Because personally, I rated 5 out of 10. Or if you read the manga, let me know if it's good or if I should give it a try. Which, to be honest, I'll probably do in the future. If you got to the end of the video, subscribe and comment about anime or manga you would like to hear me talk about. Besides that, that's pretty much it.